Travel this land to the Rocky Mountains, travel this land to the prairies wide.
It's time to travel this land with Canada's singing storyteller, Whiz Bryant. On today's program, Whiz takes a look at the history and growth of the Canadian trucking industry in A Trucker's Dream.
Take my hand and travel this land.
In a country as vast and rugged as Canada, the transportation of raw materials and manufactured goods plays a crucial role in the growth and development of the nation. The transportation systems, the railways and highways are the vital links between the 52 metropolitan areas and over 4,250 smaller centers. Up until World War II, the main burden of transporting goods fell upon the Canadian railroads. But since that time, the task has increasingly become the responsibility of the trucking industry, the trucker's dream.
Truck for hire, radio tire, diesel fuel. Fill her up, fill the coffee cup, get a donut too. Freight for ton, make her hum when you're riding tall. Shipper's rate won't make you late to the city hall. 18 wheels, truck stuff meals on a tray. Roar and whine, make good time along the way. Highway rolls, take it slow, smooth and clean. Feeling fine most of the time, trucker's dream. Trucker's dream is deep blue prairie skies, fingertips, soft sweet lips and lullabies. Babies, girls, BC girls, new Monet. Friends you made, songs you played along the way.
The Canadian war effort provided a major push to commercial trucking. The enormous demand for raw resources, manufactured goods, ships, aircraft, and vehicles placed a great burden on Canada's total transportation system. A major labor shortage in the truck industry motivated the federal government to declare the industry essential to the war effort, gaining recognition for the industry as a flexible and effective means of commercial transportation. After the war ended, the expansion and improvement of Canada's highway system became a major priority. This in turn made it possible for the trucking industry to become a vital part of Canada's transportation network. The common carrier or for hire trucking industry is composed of individuals and establishments that own and operate for hire motor trucks for the transportation by road of any and all goods. The common carrier trucks provide shippers with full service, door-to-door delivery, with an enforceable legal obligation to provide service at a published rate to even the smallest hamlet in North America. All of Canada's major centers and most smaller communities are serviced by the trucking industry, as well as cities in the United States with populations of over 47,000 people. The truckers either supply direct service or transfer from one carrier to another until final delivery. In 1985, the revenue of the truck for hire industry was over $8 billion. The 5 most common commodities carried by Canada's for-hire trucks are sand, gravel, pulpwood chips, logs, lumber, sawn timber, and fuel oil. These constitute almost 30% of their total tonnage. The reliance on trucks to carry perishable goods over long distances has been increasing. Some truckers specializing in long-distance movements advertise that shipments leaving Toronto are scheduled for arrival in Vancouver in less than 70 hours.
East and west, you like it best where the highway's wide. Been a while since you had her smiling by your side. Transcan's good when you're hauling wood to the USA. Radio's got a country show, so that's okay. Frozen food, feeling rude, bite your tongue. No one here knows a thing about where you're from. Another low, slippery road, there's rain tonight. Headlights on, sing your song, don't get uptight. Trucker's dream is living for today. Memories, tall pine trees, a summer's day. Hollow logs, old brown dogs, caught in graves. Little boys, broken toys, soft rails.
Truckers are a unique breed. Although most are males, the number of female long-distance truckers has been increasing in recent years. The amount of time spent away from home is considerable, and the dangers of highway accidents are high. But in spite of these hardships, of all the truckers that I have met and personally spoken to, I've yet to find one that did not truly enjoy their profession. There's a code among truckers, a subculture, if you like, that is uniquely North American. Through the infrastructure of companies and out on the vast highway systems where they spend most of their time, truckers look out for each other. The citizen band radio is an invention that has made a vast difference to the safety, communication, and knowledge of truckers about each other and their industry. The public's fascination with the industry has served to give it a certain air of romance among the public and has spawned a number of TV series and films about truckers. And country and western songs, almost too numerous to mention. Red Sovine produced a large number of trucker songs that are still popular today. It seems as though at least a little of the aura normally reserved for the western cowboy has been transferred to the modern trucker. There is a romantic side, of course, but there is also some hard and dangerous work, boredom, the temptations and loneliness of life on the road. In 1985, over 6,000 trucking firms operated over 150,000 trucks for the purposes of intercity shipping and receiving. These trucks traveled over 3 billion kilometers and used nearly 2 billion liters of fuel, 91% of which was diesel. As far as fuel consumption goes, the trucker's dream is becoming an increasingly expensive proposition.
Trucker's dream is Rocky Mountain highs, leaving tips, rolling hips, and lonely eyes, soothing fears, wiping tears, being there, feeling proud to say out loud how much you care. Trucker's dream is deep blue prairie skies, fingertips, soft sweet lips, and lullabies, babies, girls, BC girls, new mown hay, friends you made, songs you played along the way. Trucker's dream is living for today, memories, tall pine trees, a summer's day, babies, girls, BC girls, new mown hay, friends you made and songs you played along the way.
The rapid and continuing increase of fuel prices began in 1973 with a rise in fuel taxes. This soon brought expenditures for fuel to unprecedented levels. On an average, 10% of gross revenue from the for-hire truck industry is now spent on fuel. In 1985, truck drivers spent over $846 million on diesel fuel and gasoline. Truck suppliers have been working to provide truckers with fuel-efficient vehicles, and suppliers of truck components have been producing air drag reduction devices, radial tires, synthetic lubricants, and other technological improvements in an effort to reduce fuel consumption. Training programs for drivers now emphasize conservation. As fossil fuel consumption mounts, as highways become increasingly crowded, and as air pollution increases, it is a sobering thought to ponder the future of our industrialized, motorized society. Whatever solutions we find to more adequately protect our fragile environment, the part played by the trucking industry in servicing the highly urbanized population of North America will remain of vital importance for the foreseeable future. It is estimated that 70% of manufactured goods moving between Canada and the United States of America are carried by the truckers. and their trucker's dream.
Tire, diesel fuel. Fill her up, fill the coffee cup, get a donut too. Freight for ton, make her hum when you're riding tall. Shipper's rate won't make you late to the city hall. 18 wheels, truck stuff meals on a tray. Roaring wine, make good time along the way. Highway rolls, take it slow, smooth and clean. Feeling fine most of the time, trucker's dream. Trucker's dream is deep blue prairie skies. Fingertips, soft sweet lips and lullabies. Babies, girls, BC girls, new Monet. Friends you made and songs you played along the way. West, you like it best where the highway's wide. Been a while since you had her smiling by your side. Transcan's good when you're hauling wood to the USA. Radio's got a country show, so that's okay. Frozen food, feeling rude, bite your tongue. No one here knows a thing about where you're from. Another low, slippery road, there's rain tonight. Headlights on, sing your song, don't get uptight. Trucker's dream is living for today. Memories, tall pine trees, a summer's day. Hollow logs, old brown dogs, caught in grace. Little boys with broken toys is off the rails. Trucker's dream. Trucker's dream is Rocky Mountain heights. Leaving tips, rolling hips and lonely eyes. Soothing fears, wiping tears, being there. Feeling proud to say out loud how much you care. Trucker's dream is deep blue prairie skies. Fingertips, soft sweet lips and lullabies. Babies, girls, BC girls, new Monet. Friends you made, songs you played along the way. Trucker's dream is living for today. Memories, tall pine trees, a summer's day. Babies, girls, BC girls, new Monet. Friends you made and songs you played along the way. Land to the Rocky Mountains.
You've been traveling this land with Canada's singing storyteller, Whiz Bryant. Please feel free to write to us with your comments. We would be delighted to hear from you. Thank you for listening, and join us again next time for another fascinating Canadian tale in story and song as we continue to travel this
To
land.
the Fraser Delta, travel this land to the Arctic Sea. Travel this land where the wild loons call, and travel this land, come along with me. Travel this land, travel this land. Take my hand and travel this land.
Travel this land to the Yukon River. Travel this land to Prince Edward Isle. Travel this
Trucks for hire, radio tire, diesel fuel. Fill her up, fill the coffee cup, get a donut too. Freight for ton, make her hum when you're riding tall. Shipper's rate won't make you late to the city hall. 18 wheels, truck stuff meals on a tray. Roaring wine, make good time along the way. Highway rolls, take it slow, smooth and clean. Feeling fine most of the time, trucker's dream. Trucker's dream is deep blue prairie skies. Fingertips, soft sweet lips and lullabies. Babies, girls, BC girls, new Monet. Friends you made and songs you played along the way. East to west, you like it best where the highway's wide. Been a while since you had her smiling by your side. Transcan's good when you're hauling wood to the USA. Radio's got a country show, so that's okay. Frozen food, feeling rude, bite your tongue. No one here knows a thing about where you're from. Another low, slippery road that's rain tonight. Headlights on, sing your song, don't get uptight. Trucker's dream is living for today. Memories, tall pine trees, a summer's day. Hollow logs, old brown dogs, cotton grays. Little boys and broken toys, soft rails. Trucker's dream. Trucker's dream is